Okay. Hey, this camera's a little low. Let's fix that. Get up there. Get up there. All right, here we go. All right. Perfect. Sophia's in the back. She's finishing something up on the computer back there. I don't know what she's doing. But I should probably, I always have to verify. I'm always worried that I'm going to start the stream and you can't hear what the heck I'm saying. It's making the little thing, it's doing this. It looks like it's working, but I have no idea. So, as usual, give me half a second. I'm going to check the stream in the back, and then I'll be back and we'll talk about stuff because we got stuff to talk about. All right, I'll be back in a minute. Actually, you can still hear me. I just want to check to make sure this thing is working. I just want to check to make sure the thing is working. It's working.
It's working.
All right, we appear to be functioning. And now I have to check the Twitch stream. Twitch. Let me check the Twitch stream. All right, that appears to be working, and we will get our little Twitch stream chat room. Pop out chat. We can close that. All right. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. I'm in a good mood. We've had a whole series of, hey Chris, how are you? I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I heard and I'm sorry. So if you come in, it's on me. If you come in tonight, you and your wife come in, it's on me. Anyway, we've had, I was going to say, we've had a series of kind of bad luck things happen to us. And the other day I'm like, I'm telling Sophia, I'm like, we're good people. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, this karma thing's bullshit. Karma can't be real. We try to be nice. We try to be good, and all this crap is happening. It's just like one thing after another. Today I got news that might be about to change, and I'm not going to say too much. I don't want to like jinx it or anything. So I'm not going to say too much. But it's all looking really, really super awesome, positive, and I hope it pans out. So I have to tell you about the car. Because this happened last weekend and it's ridiculous. So we have the van that we move stuff in, and then we bought a handful of years back. We bought a Camry hybrid because I'm driving to get here from our house. It's 45-minute drive, right? So we thought we'll get a hybrid because driving the 6-cylinder van is ridiculous. So we bought this hybrid and it was doing okay. It was fine, whatever. It was, I'm going to turn the music down a little bit. It was doing fine. It was, I wasn't seeing the mileage out of it that I was hoping for. Or I guess we're in Canada, so the kilometerages, whatever. And it would do some quirky things sometimes, but overall it was fine. It was a fine car. Brakes needed to be done. Back brakes were getting a little crunchy, so we took it in. And once a year on PEI, you have to take your car into a shop, and then they just assess it, and they either check off it's good or this thing's a hunk of crap. And if they check off the hunk of crap box, you can't drive it on the road until you get whatever fixed. So great. We took it in to have the stuff done, and the mechanic called me to have the brakes done. The mechanic calls me, and he says, yeah, no. The salt has taken its toll on this car. The whole underbelly is all bad, and no, we can't. We don't want to put brakes on this because you need a whole lot of other work, and I don't know if you want to put the money into it. So there's another guy up the road, another mechanic up the road. I thought, well, we'll take it to him, and the brakes weren't that bad, so we'll take it to him and we'll see what he says. And he says, I have good news and I have bad news. Which one do you want first? I said, just lay it on me. Hold on, these guys. And he says, well, the bad news is it won't pass inspection. The good news is I'm not pulling your inspection sticker off.
All right, thanks so much for showing us that. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. See you later. Okay, so we're empty. We've been busy all day. We were crazy busy yesterday. I think that we'll pick back up again. I think everybody's getting done eating food. It's 8 o'clock. I bet we'll pick back up again. Anyway, so he says, yeah, this car, no, you don't want it. It's been rusted through and it's just kind of a mess, which is a shame because the transmission is good, the engine's good. We never had a problem with that. The batteries are probably in the 90% good range. Like I'm thinking about pulling the batteries out and hooking them up to some solar stuff at the house and like having backup power or something. Like why not, right? Like if the car is kind of trash. So we're gonna see what we can get out of it. We can't really sell it as a drivable car. We have to sell it as a parts car. So we'll see what we can get out of it. If we're only gonna get a couple $100 out of it, then I'm gonna pull the batteries and play with the batteries. So anyway, looking for a new car. We find a little Fiat 500, one of those little tiny like go-karts for adults. Everything looked good on it. The price was fine, whatever, great. It was about 40 minutes from the arcade. And my mechanic guy is just up the street, like just 2 minutes away. So I go, I tell them I would like to take to my mechanic and have him kind of just look it up. And Chris says, I'll be up after I finish this Friday beer. Fantastic. I said, can I take my mechanic? And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. I go up, I leave my car there, I get in the car, I drive down. Super fun to drive. Great, no problem. Everything seems fine. I get into the mechanic and realize there's no license plate. I thought there was a license plate. No license plate. So great. I'm 40 minutes, like, what do I do now, all right? Do I risk it? I risked it. Mechanic is like, yeah, it's fine. It needs a little bit of work to have it pass. There's a strut that needs some work. That's the most major thing. And then a couple of sensor errors that are probably nothing. So we're like, okay. So I risk it. I drive it back. When I get it back, she doesn't have the paperwork to process it. Like I was just going to buy it right there. She doesn't have the paperwork to process it. So it appeared that she had never licensed it over to herself because the paperwork she had was from the previous owner. So I'm like, you don't actually own this car. Long story short on that, she goes to basically the PEI version of the DMV and gets it all taken care of, all good and dandy. I go up there, I get it, I pay them, we sign it over, we're good to go. I'm not going to risk driving it back again. Get a tow truck to go up and pick it up. Tow truck goes, picks it up, brings it here to the arcade. And we thought we'll just drive it the last 50 yards up to the thing. And Sophia, it's really going to be her car. She hadn't even driven it at this point. So it arrives here on a flatbed. The guy takes it off the flatbed, and he parks it in a parking space outside. And Sophia's here, and I'm like, okay, why don't you go drive it around? Get in your little go-kart, drive it around the parking lot for a little while. Great. She puts it into reverse, she backs up, she puts it into drive, and it doesn't go anywhere. Reverse doesn't go anywhere. Like it's not working, right? So now it's sitting out in the middle of our parking lot. We wait. We have like basically the Canadian version of AAA, CAA. So I had personally hired a tow truck to bring it here, but now it's ours. So I'm like, I'm going to call CAA and just have them take it to the mechanic. The same tow truck driver, he had my phone number. He's like, wait, did you just call CAA for this car? Like, I just dropped it off there. Is this a different call? And I said, yeah. I told him what happened. He's like, that's weird. All right. So I'll be there as soon as I can. I'm dealing with a DUI call. So we wait around here for probably an hour, 20 minutes after we closed. So it was well after midnight by the time that he got back. And it, both to him and me, it felt like the shifter wasn't doing anything, right? So the mechanic actually, we got, the tow truck driver was nice enough, he just dropped it off at the guy's place, and we hid the key for him, and I talked to him today. He says, yeah, it's like a cable had just popped out. And he goes, I have no idea how it popped out. I put it back into place. I wrestled with it for a while. I couldn't get it to pop back out. I have no idea how it popped out, but it popped out. But now it's popped in, so it drives again. So that wasn't too terribly bad. We were there's a recall. We do know there's a recall on that cable, that it is in such a way that it can fail. Maybe this popping out is one of the things that it does when it fails. So once he finishes the strut on it and we get it back, we're going to take it over to the Fiat whomever in town, and we'll have them do the warranty, the recall on the cable, and we'll get that all fixed up, and then we'll have our little go-kart to drive. So that's the goofy story from last weekend, which was crazy. And then the very next day I got really sick. I stayed home like 4 days, and I didn't leave the couch because I just felt terrible. We think that maybe it was like a flu. I don't know. It was very strange. I tested for COVID twice, and it wasn't COVID, so I have no idea what it was. But I feel much better now. And, oh, look, people in chat, and I've been gabbing and I haven't been looking. Walt says, need a flipper rebuild video for Hurricane. Walt, do you have a Hurricane that needs flippers worked on? There's Spike. Hey, Walt says, I wish I lived near there. I assume you hang out with Seven all day. Yes. Where are you, Walt? What part of the world? So I do have flipper rebuild. It's not difficult. It's easy enough to get a rebuild kit, and you just swap out everything that needs to be swapped out. Though the one thing that consistently happens when I get in, and especially when I change flipper bats, that always happens, is I get it all lined up, all nice and pretty. Everything's working exactly how it should. I tighten everything down, and then I go back to it like an hour later after people have been hammering on it, and the flipper's always like kind of just hanging there. Like, I don't know why those aren't, gnarled or whatever they do to, like, on smooth metal, they give it that kind of texturing so that things can grip to it. But no, flipper bats, all that metal shaft is like super smooth, and so it usually takes a couple of times of reefing those screws back down again before it finally grips and has something to hold on to. Maybe there's got to be something maybe I can come up with a solution for that. So like first time I tighten it down, it holds. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Atlantic City, New Jersey. I have not been to New Jersey, New York. I've been to the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast, but I haven't been down. I've been to Florida, but I've never been north of Florida and south of Canada. we keep talking about going down to like New Jersey and New York. I've never been to New York City, and it's I'm closer than I ever have. I've lived closer than I ever have been to New York, and I still haven't made it down there. We've just been so busy here. But Walt says, I got the kit, tomorrow's project. Yeah, I don't think there's really any gotchas on it. Let's go open my Hurricane and have a look. Give me a second. You guys talk amongst yourselves, and I'm going to open this up, and then we'll camera Safari Adventure Time over there and have a look. Actually, I can turn. Yeah, you can see me over there. All right. Let's see if this one has anything that we need to talk about in. Nope. These are pretty straightforward, but let me get a light. And yeah. All right, let me switch over to this camera. Camera Safari Adventure Time. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that I have this microphone on this scene. Yep, I do. Okay, you can hear me gabbing away. I'm gonna turn on this. So these are pretty straightforward. Your kit should come with one of these capacitors. Just if you've never done it before, what I would do is when you take these cables off, when you desolder these cables, if you're changing the coils, don't change the coils unless you have a problem with the coils, because these coils, they rarely fail. I know a lot of people are kind of like, they like to swap them out for whatever reason. I don't even, when I take these apart, I pull the coil sleeve out, I have a look at it. If it's clean, not scratched up, then I will just clean it off with naphtha and I put it back in there. And I don't always change the coil sleeve. Ow, I just got shocked. Clean the shaft. We'll be cleaning this whole thing. If you're replacing this whole panel, then you have to clean it. Don't replace it unless you need to, because you don't. These last forever, right? If the flippers are acting a little lethargic or they just don't have the punch, it could be this little capacitor, it could be a couple other things. Make sure that your stroke switch here is lined up right. And nice and clean. That's always useful if you're going to swap out a bunch of stuff. That's worth swapping out, because when they get old, they don't make really good contact anymore. Other than that, yeah, like to be honest, I don't actually I don't rebuild a lot of flippers. I fix what breaks. Other than that, they usually just kind of keep chugging along. A lot of times this plastic piece right here will break. This might get hammered on the end and mushroomed on the end. Sometimes on some of these shafts that will happen. I don't always replace them if that happens. I usually just file that mushroom down and put it back in here. Because it doesn't affect its performance any, right? This plastic guy back here, you can see it there. The white plastic thing back there that the flipper bat shaft goes through. Check that. That sometimes will break. Don't replace it unless it breaks. You don't need to. And then there's really nothing else on here. I have two different colored flippers. One of them broke. This light is terrible. One of them, I think they had yellow on here, and then the yellow one had broken, and so I thought, well, I have a red one that kind of goes like with the wackiness of this, so I thought that'd be fun. Did I do that? I did that on another one too. Let's see, this one got new yellow. Now I can't remember what I did. But this one got red ones. This one got yellow with blue. No, now I can't remember what maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just freaking out. This bat needs to be fixed. I need to do that. Yeah, I guess that's it. All right, let me put this back together again. They're doing the Ferris wheel belt too tomorrow. Did you see the video I did on the Ferris wheel belt? Because you don't have to take it apart as much as some people think you'd have to take it apart. It actually isn't too, I guess I can show you. Let's go back there before I put it all back together again. I noticed that my belt was slipping just a touch the other day. All right, let's go back to action cam. Action cam. Camera Safari Adventure Time. Doo, doo, doo. Wait, is this working? What's going on? Now, Mr. Spock. There we go. All right. I actually have my Ferris wheel is dark because I have something has disconnected in this little GI section back here, so we're a little bit dark. Pop that off, pop that off, take this off. I don't think you had to take this off, this plastic piece. I might have had to loosen that. And then I think I had to loosen something here. And then down in there, you can't see. Hold on just 1 second. There we go. Yeah, that could probably be cleaned up a little bit on mine. And then the tension, which is that little guy right there. That's the tensioner. Mine is not. There's no tension on it right now. It's as loose as it can be. So I could probably, this belt has been running on here for, God, 8 months or more now. I could probably, it was slipping a little bit, so I'll have to kind of dink around with that. But it wasn't, I just noticed it, I played it and the ball went up in there. I don't know, let's try it.
Hurry, 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 step right this way.
It's fine now. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So just a little bit. A little tiny bit. Yeah.
Test your skill.
That actually, because it's just on the backbone. actually, it's funny, is doing this and letting it slip on that belt a little bit. Every time I do that, like, it's getting tighter. It feels like it's getting more and more grip. So maybe it was just a bunch of dust or something on there. Get up there. Get up there. No, get up there.
Next show in 5 minutes.
A little bit there, but it's much better. All right, I'm feeling okay about that for right now.
Right on.
Okay, let me put that back together again just in case some people come in, and then I have to wash my hands, and then I will come back and we will chat some more. Pop, 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 pop.
Are you okay?
Yeah, we're just playing with her. Okay. Let me go back up through the thing here. All right, so you said you got the kit tomorrow's project. Spike says, oddly enough, I used to dance under the name Flipper Bats back in the day. Yeah, I remember that. You were really good on that pole. You could really get spinning. That was great. You need to come up to Canada and get the act back on the road, and because we don't have dollar bills, we flick loonies and toonies at you. As you know, you get enough of that in your panties, and it just weights it down. Yeah, it's great. How do I set? Okay, so you said how do we set the angle? Right now you have one flipper that raises higher than the other. What could cause that? So usually what I do, let's go back and look at it. How I set the, like where I set the flipper, I'll show you. Let's go back to Action Cam. Okay. So when I set any flippers, doesn't matter which ones, fingerprints. I want to have it so that the ball comes down here and it will roll straight across. It doesn't bump up to get to the flipper. You want this lined up. Sometimes there's little dots on here. Actually, Hurricane, I think Williams was kind of notorious. I don't see any of them there. Sometimes there's little dots where they tell you, it kind of implies where you're supposed to put the flipper, and of course, I said that, and of course now I can't find any of them. I don't know what era of machine used to do that. But yeah, you can look at this old flash, and the ball will come right down this ramp and keep going, and it doesn't bounce or do anything. That's the angle that you want. And then if you if you're worried about like how close to the play field you want to put it, just slide a business card or something underneath the flipper and then tighten it down there. And so the lowest point is going to be the height of a business card off of the play field. That's usually about where I put it on mine. Ah, this one has a little dot there and there, but they're useless. They're like pointing right at the middle of the flipper, and you want this to come straight off of there. So if I set them, like, where am I supposed to set that dot? Am I supposed to set it at the top of the flipper, the bottom of the flipper, middle of the flipper? Who knows? I don't know. I don't ever pay any attention to it. Those look about right. This one's low. This one looks like it's a lower point down here than it is up at the upper. This one I actually was just messing with. This one's correct, but this one looks like it could be a little bit low. Hi!
Hey, how's it going? I told you I'd be here.
We're talking about flipper alignments.
Watching the stream until I walked in the door, and then I knew it would go away because of the Faraday cage. Just talking about lining up flippers, eh?
Yep.
Quite a story about the Fiat.
I was so pissed off. I mean, I can laugh about it now,
Yeah.
but I'm just sort of one stupid thing after another. And then there's nothing worse than buying a used car and having it shit itself like the first time you drive it, right?
Without even, yeah.
It literally, once we owned it, we managed to drive it 15 feet in reverse, and then that was it. It was on. It was just sitting in the thing out there. Yeah, and I was not very happy. Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
It probably felt like, really, come on.
Yeah, and then the fact that I got sick the next day, I think part of it was that, like, probably the day before, that day, I was already feeling a little crap. Like,
Oh yeah, so you're already
But-
low
Hi.
level.
can you what?
Tickets for the games?
So how it works is all of the games are set to free play, and then you pay to enter. So it's $14.95 for an hour of play, and 5 cents more for 2 hours.
Can I do 2 people?
Yeah, you want to pay for 2?
Yeah.
Sure. Do you want to do the 1 hour or the 5 cents more for 2 hours?
1 hour.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it. Do the ones over there open as well? 2 over there?
Those are on quarter play, so it's 25 cents a play. If you want to play them, I will go add credits for you for free.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah. Just tell me
I'll
which
pay for
one.
2.
All right, for $34.38 right there,
Thank you.
and I will.
Did it go through?
It's doing it. It's thinking about it. It did.
Okay.
Do you want a receipt?
No, thank you. I'm good.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll stamp your hand, so you can play until 9:45.
Thank you so much.
Do you want me to add credits over there for you? All right. Hold, please.
Can you also stamp on someone else? For
Yeah,
2
have them
people?
come on over. Yeah. You come over, I'll stamp your hand. Yeah, or you can come over now. There you go. Have you guys ever played pinball
Hear
machines?
me? Seven's talking.
Have you ever
but
played
can hear
pinball?
me?
No.
right, let me show you how it works.
Test.
Come over this one.
Test. I'm not sure if this lav mic is working. Let me know
So
in the
they're all
chat.
set to free play. You just have to hit the start button and go. Hit the button once. A lot
see
of
a
times
thumbs
it's
up, but
here.
does that mean you can
Sometimes
hear
it'll be
me?
over here. On this style, it's right there.
I don't think this is on.
Hit it once.
Hurry, hurry,
Starts the
hurry.
game.
Step
Kicks the
right
ball
this
out.
way.
Flipper buttons on the side. To get the ball up, hold this back, let it go. And then just use the flippers to hit the targets and do whatever.
Yay, it works.
That's basically it. If you haven't played before, I would suggest playing an older machine like Mars Track, one of these ones with the mechanical score reels.
Yeah, my necklace is out of the way. Pardon me and my
That's-
chains.
That's an amazing machine. It's a mechanical shooter from 1971.
It's been a day.
All mechanical. You got to see
How's
these.
everyone doing? Well, maybe I shouldn't
So
talk 'cause Seven's
you look
talking
in
right
there,
now.
and it looks like it goes back 6 feet,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
but this is only goes back to here. So what you're looking at is a piece of glass, and you're looking down into the machine.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
She listened to
And then how it aims is that
What do you
the,
aim
over
on
in the
specifically?
corner.
Does it say what to aim on?
yeah, it'll so there's a bear pops up, and when you fire the gun, it kicks back because of this little mechanical thing, and that gives you a little bit of a kickback. And then that bear now corresponds to one of these points on here. So when you aim the gun, if this point
People the inside of the
lines up with what it corresponds to, that's how it knows where you're aiming. Because it's just mechanical, right? It's just a dumb machine.
of this.
I love this thing. It's just so cool.
Him chatting with them over there. They were just having pizza.
Right, there you go.
She invited him over to play pinball. Hi.
Okay, where was I? What the heck was I talking about? Where were we? Oh yeah, we were talking about flippers. So there you go. That's how the flippers work. Your Ferris wheel is a mess. Max out the limit to it, still something. That's what was going on with mine. And ultimately what it came down to was the belt was long. He had put on the guy that I bought it from had put on a belt just before I got it. But it had been tensioned all the way out because there was old oil and crap in one of the Ferris wheel things. I think I talked about that in one of the videos. I used a little dab of WD-40 on there just to see if that would solve the problem, because WD-40 will penetrate. It's not a long-term solution. It did fix the problem and the belt ran smoother, so I was like, okay, I gotta take it apart, I gotta clean it all out, and then put like a proper lubrication in there. I ended up using like a lithium grease on mine, just a touch of it, and that seemed to fix it. But once I cleaned it out, it was tons better.
Are you talking about the Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
Oh God, I remember you doing that.
Fighting with it all the time, man. It was just, yeah. And then the belt, the belt that he had put on it had broke because it was tensioned all the way, and it was still slipping.
That's right.
So I ordered a new belt, and then we pulled it all apart, cleaned it, and put the new belt on it, and that fixed the problem.
You know what's so funny about all of this is that we've had so many issues with machines, but each machine's kind of gone through its, being a problem child. And I forget sometimes about all of the things that we had, like when we got Hurricane and that's the Ferris wheel struggled to work and you were opening it up all the time, and then finally we got that fixed, or like when Jeannie had the little glitch, the tiny little diode, and then we worked on that. And
then after that, Jeannie, I've never had to really open it up. It's just run Yeah, knock on wood.
Yeah.
It's just run nice and solid ever since.
Yeah.
A couple of little light problems or something, I think. And I think a couple lights I need to get in there and kind of tinker with lights, but mechanically it's been fine.
Ooh, excuse me. More people?
All right, what else is here? Walt says that's exactly what's happening. Sometimes it takes a full minute for it to come over. It's a way to get scratches on a pinball glass. Ooh, not really. You could probably. I've never bothered. You could probably grit it out. Like you could probably use you could find a glass polish and do all of that, but I don't know, is it worth it? And I don't know for tempered glass. If it's tempered glass, you might be putting yourself up to a risk of having it actually pop on you, because if it's scratched tempered glass, it could actually be a point that could cause the thing to fail if you dink around with it too much. I don't know. I've never messed with it. Hi.
Hi, how's it going? Good, you gonna play some pinball?
Yes.
Fabulous. All right, for the two of you?
Yeah.
Perfect, okay. Well, we've got our date night deal the last 2 hours, so $28.75 for the two of you. Came at a great time. Good job, you planned it, I'm sure. All right, have you guys played pinball before?
Yeah.
Excellent. Have you been in here before? No. All right, so the only thing I remind you is because all our machines are set to free play, every time you push the start button, you'll add another player to the game, and some of them are ridiculous and they go up to 6. So if you get impatient and push it 6 times, you could get stuck with an 18-ball game. If you want to play one for half an hour, go for it. But otherwise, just push it once for 1 player, twice for 2 player, and that's about it. If you get a fabulous stuck ball, let us know. We'll come and sort you out. All right, have fun. Sweet. Sorry, I was going to say on that glass comment that this is too high for me. That's not what I was going to say. Push the one on the right. That button, yeah, that one. And then it's 2 player.
Now both will work.
Yeah, and as soon as you shoot the gun, the timer will start and you'll have your little things pop up. Sorry, I don't mean to shout at you. I was going to say about the glass. We have a couple of glasses that have been on the machines since we bought them that are scratched up. I mean, for personal use, maybe you want a new glass, but no one has ever mentioned scratches on our glass, on the few that have scratches before. So I wouldn't worry about it, is what I'm trying to say.
I actually have a couple of sheets that I have identified that it is not tempered glass, and I need to make an order for a few sheets just to replace it. Because that is a little tiny bit of a liability that if a kid under the glass, if it's not tempered glass, it could shatter, right? So I need to do that. Okay, where are we? Spike says, "Tooties!" Walt says, "I swear I learned half of what I know about pinball repair from you." Oh, well, that's good to hear. Nice. How much does a sheet of Invisiglass cost? I don't know. I have it on one machine because it came with it. What machine is that? I think Valhalla has it. And then all the other ones are just regular
Does Hot Wheels have it too?
No. No, and what I should do is I should actually pull it off of Valhalla and put it on Dragon because it's so hard to see Dragon.
Dragon or Brake Shot? For whatever reason, Brake Shot also has really big reflection. That would be a good one to have it on.
Yeah, I don't have a good local source for Invisiglass, and I don't want to ship it. And it always seemed like you need the right kind of machine to put it on. I've never really bothered with most of them. It's not an issue, so I never figured the expense was worth it.
I'm surprised Big Lebowski didn't come with it.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't really need it.
No.
It seems okay.
It seems like a lot of the newer machines come with it.
I wonder. 'Cause I think Valhalla was because it was a deluxe version. I think it had it.
Yeah, we got the little dude in it that wasn't cardboard or something, so that's why it was deluxe.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Yeah, Dragon could use Invisiglass. I don't know if I'll... Excuse me.
Yeah, I should really put it on.
Valhalla, push it once. Don't push it again.
I don't think Hot Wheels is. I think Hot Wheels is just glass.
Walt wants to know where your modded Black Knight is. Really enjoyed that series.
It's in my workshop.
Like so.
It's not set up. It's on my workshop. In my workshop. I need to finish it. It's a project. But
I mean, our hope is whether this place gets expanded or we move into another place. The goal is to have a workshop space for Seven so that he can work on machines and pull machines really quick to work on, as we've mentioned before, going around and, you know, he'll have his head in a machine and then somebody will come in and then he'll have to close it and then he'll have to start all over again. And so having a dedicated space, and especially machines that are ready to go where we could just swiftly
do a
swap.
hot swap. Yeah.
And then he can figure out what the issue
I
is.
guess that's not a hot swap. Yeah, it would be a warm swap.
But then,
Have a machine in the back ready to
Yeah.
go. It's something like when Starship Troopers had that issue that I couldn't figure out. Took a long time to figure out. If I could just take it to the back, put something else in its place, and then, because I knew whatever was going on with Starship Troopers was solvable. I just didn't. It took a while to figure it out. But if I had it in the back where I could spend like an hour and a half on it and really dick around with it, then Seven is lucky. This chick gets it. This chick does get it, and I am lucky.
I mean, you could say I get it, or you could just say I'm an enabler. I'm enabling this to the fullest extent.
That's right.
But it goes both ways. I do. It's fun.
Like the story I told today was that we have the Mickey Mouse CRT television up there, which is what started us. It was the first video game that we brought in here. We just had pinball machines at the time, and I was at a local. They were like a. They do pawn, but they also do buy and sell kind of stuff. It's a really cool store. A friend of mine owns it.
If you're ever here, it's called Most Wanted. It's
Most Wanted.
really, really fantastic.
And I have to show you this. If you don't know what machine I'm talking about, or what thing I'm talking about.
Are you showing them the Mickey TV?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you the Mickey Mouse TV.
I don't know. I don't
That
think it's
thing.
on. Hold on, it's 7. Camera
What?
Safari. It wasn't on Camera Safari. You didn't change it.
Of course it wasn't.
Go back.
All right.
All right,
Here we
so-
go. That Mickey Mouse TV. So I went into the place and they had that Mickey Mouse TV set up. Hello.
Whoa, hi there. That's up close and personal.
They had that TV set up on the counter. They had an NES clone plugged into it and some Mickey Mouse game running on it. And I took a picture of it and I sent it to Sophia. And I said, "Give me a reason to not buy this thing." She replied back something like, "I can't think of one."
I think I said there is no reason
There
not
is
to
no
buy
reason.
it. Absolutely
Yeah.
buy it.
And so my thought was, I'll bring it in here and we'll set it up on a table and let kids play with it. And then all of a sudden I realized, so I went up to the counter. I said, I will take this whole thing. I don't want just a TV. I want this whole package.
Yeah.
What you set up, and they made me a deal on it because I was buying all of it. And then the minute I got it back here, I was like, Duck Hunt.
Yeah, I went the
have to
next
get Duck
day
Hunt,
and
yeah.
I got Duck Hunt. And they had the controllers and everything. And then not long after that, I went back out to BC and I picked up all of my NES systems from when I was a kid, and I brought them back here. And so we had Atari. So we ended up having, we have all the NES, where we have we have regular, Super, N64, GameCube. We don't have a Wii. And then we have Atari and a couple of other different old consoles that were like the Pong, and we were switching them out, and we have been. And Duck Hunt was popular. There were a couple other games we put in there, but Duck Hunt, Smash Brothers been so popular we've left that one on.
We just haven't changed it out.
Been so popular that we've killed a controller.
And one of them is kind of flaky now.
Yeah, and that one's because it's got this weird turbo action that's what makes it so flaky. So we need more controllers for our GameCube.
What I would love to do is I'd like to have a place where I can set Mickey up with Duck Hunt. And then for right now we have the other consoles plug into I just have a, should we camera Safari Adventure Time again?
Or make sure you push Camera Safari there though.
All right, here we go. Reset, there's reset.
Hey, reset.
That's not what I want. I want this one.
Camera Safari.
And then we switch to this one.
Not like that close. My God. I'm looking up my nose at that point.
So this is what we've set up for our console. Couple of chairs, things up there, place to put controllers. It's just a freestanding thing. And that seems to work very well. But what I would really like to have is something we can project on a wall. So a projector that we can hook a console up to. And then I would love to get a one of those old wood television consoles that they had like back in, I don't know, late 70s, early 80s, where like the TV was actually a piece of furniture.
My papa
had the
had
speakers,
one of those.
yeah.
He had one of the, you know, when they had like before it was like the plastic big screen TVs, he had those ones that were really big wood. And we go over there. And then he upgraded to one of the big
rear
screen,
projection
yeah, because he was going, he was going blind slowly. So they kind of had that bigger and bigger TV. I'm not sure how big his TV is now. But I remember those, and we had one in one of our houses. So
yeah, I think it'd be, and whether it has a CRT or not, it doesn't matter. Like if I can find the wood the console for it, I'll tear the broken CRT out of it and put just
start buttons on this side. 2-player right there.
And then if I had enough room, I would love to do like do a couple of different ones, different consoles with different living room genre
And it's
themes.
called the rec room. That's what we would call it.
And have like one of them do like a couch from the 70s with matching lamps and all of that, and
then you'd have
the wood paneling behind you kind of
big,
thing.
one with a bean bag.
Yeah,
Where
you
you're sitting on a bean bag.
do like groovy 70s with a bean bag, and that's the one that runs the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
And it'd just be fun, but need room for that. We don't have the room for that. All these ideas and nowhere to put them.
I was going to say, do you want to show them how to play Quicks? I'm not sure if they're... I don't think they get it. Quicks is such a fun game when people figure out how to play it. Oh! Sorry, I didn't mean to send Seven away. He's so good at explaining how to play Quicks because it's one of his favorite games. I don't know why he took off his mic. Here, let's make this bigger and we'll watch him show them how to play. Look at that. So how is everybody, how is the weather where everybody is right now? I know that's changing the subject. But it's been muggy here. Just so sticky, like can't even. So saw that somewhere they had a TV and wallpaper from everywhere. Saw that somewhere where, oh, like a location? Sorry, I totally changed the subject from weather. You guys can tell me in the chat what the weather is like there. But Reset has said, I saw that somewhere where they had a TV and wallpaper from every era. That would be awesome. I would love to do that. Like, I would love to find a space where we had like different TVs and stuff set up and people could play different games. You know, on different, like Smash Brothers on one, we'll swap them out, you know, the game cartridges out, and but just have like different styles of all of the furniture and what have you set up, and the TVs. Because not a lot of people have played, younger generations have played Duck Hunt, and you can't play it without a CRT monitor. And so you wouldn't be able to, you know, you can play the games now, but there's no, I don't know that there's any other game like Duck Hunt where you've got the gun and the sensor and the flash on the TV and everything. Smoke break, are you going for a smoke break? Or other people? Seven Smoke. I don't know if Seven mentioned this, but he's not vaping at all anymore. Pretty crazy. But good for him and good for anybody else. Oh, I'm sorry I'm not as entertaining as usual or chatty. It's been a long day. Babysitting a whole bunch of people at work, kind of hand holding. But yeah. Oh, I think he's coming back now. I'll make this a little smaller so you can see. Whoop. I made it bigger so that they could. You should have kept your mic on because I made it bigger so that they could watch you as you were chatting with them.
Let's see. Walt says, I own 2 of those arcade 1-up Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man wall hangers. Neatest thing they ever made. I was hesitant. I wanted to get a Pac-Man or a Miss, when we started bringing in video, I wanted to have a Pac-Man or a Miss Pac-Man or something just because it's a classic game. I wanted that, I wanted a Donkey Kong, I wanted Galaga, a couple of Space Invaders kind of thing, like old school classic ones. The thing I like about these, I didn't know how long they were going to hold up. They were cheap though, and they have a bunch of games on them, but I always usually just have them running the default. Although the one over here, the Super Pac-Man one, sometimes I put that on Dig Dug or something else. But what I like about them, they don't take up any space, and people don't give a shit. Like, there's a lot of people that are kind of arcade purists, and they think that these things are horrible. But 80% of the people that come in here and play them, they don't care. They just,
so many people come in and they see it and they're like, oh, Pac-Man! And the fact that it's on a wall or anything doesn't matter. And what was funny is we got the Miss Pac-Man one first, I think, and then a distributor had a bunch of the Super Pac-Man available, so we thought we'll buy one for ourselves and then, you know, sell them.
I think I brought 3. I brought 4 in all.
Yeah, and then it took
Kept
us
one.
a little while, but we sold them all. People liked it. I think we sold 2 right away, and then we had a 3rd one hanging around for a couple months. But I mean, they weren't any more expensive than what you would pay at a regular store. So
yeah, I got a really good deal on them, and so I could sell them at basically suggested retail price. I actually had them under suggested retail price.
yeah, we were a little bit cheaper than what you would find online. And yeah, people have loved them. No one has really complained. So sorry, I'll catch you up. While you were over there, Reset made the comment about there's a place where they had all the wallpaper and TVs from the different eras, which would be super cool. And then he said smoke break, and I didn't know what that was referring to. And then I mentioned that you were no longer vaping, and so that's what that last comment is about.
Buying real cigarettes as a celebration.
Please no. As someone that grew
Walt
up.
says, I gotta run. Please say a pinball repair prayer for me tomorrow. I'm gonna need it. Thanks again. Got mine for $80 off of the Home Shopping Network. Oh yeah, cool. All right, so Walt, I will be here at the arcade tomorrow. I will probably, if if you use the Facebook, if you get stuck, message me on Facebook through the Pinballorama account.
Or you can call us at 902-801-9007.
Yeah, you can always call. Yeah, I'll be around all day for, well, noon to
11.
11. It'll
Atlantic
probably
time.
be busy tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, probably be
gonna
busy
be
tomorrow.
busy.
But yeah, if you have some questions or you get stuck or you just need something, just message me. I forgot that it was. Yeah, I thought. What? I didn't even know what day it was.
It's okay, me neither. I'm hungry and tired today. I hope I'm not catching what you had.
Yeah, I hope not. That was kicked my butt. That was 4 days.
That was from you started getting sick on Friday, and then
Friday was the car day, right?
Yeah, but you started getting sick that day. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that was almost a week. And then you were still not feeling great yesterday, but better. You feeling better today?
Feel better today.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Wow. I need more coffee though.
That might be one of the reasons why I'm tired. I've only had 3 coffees.
Do you want another coffee?
No, it's too late for coffee.
I'm
for
gonna
me.
make another coffee. Entertain our guests, please.
Oh no.
Coffee.
I've got to entertain you guys. How would you like to be entertained?
Look at this craziness that we got.
These are really good. They're like almost like a light seasoned all dressed chip, but it doesn't have the barbecue flavor.
They don't know what all dressed is. Most of these people are from the States. They don't have. There's no such thing as all dressed chips.
Do you have ketchup chips in the U.S.?
No.
What is wrong with you people? No all dressed, no ketchup. Essentially, all dressed is all of the flavors mixed together.
Kind of like a tangy barbecue.
Yeah, but essentially all the classic flavors, so barbecue, sour cream and onion, dill pickle, salt and vinegar, mix it all together, and you have all dressed, supposedly. That's what it's supposed to be. Anyways, but you know KFC, so it's supposed to be, these chips are, what do you call it? Ruffles is the brand name, so they're wavy. KFC, not chicken, but spiced. KFC secret spice recipe flavor. So, and they were good. We tried some today, and someone already bought some. So, and then what else? We brought Butterfinger in. Someone was asking about that the other day. And then Seven brought in a couple new Mountain Dews from our super secret storage warehouse of all of our super drinks. It's not really secret. Throw shoes at people. Why would I throw shoes at people? Did I miss part of this conversation, or do I not remember it? It's possible I don't remember. Let's see what else. Yeah, so Mountain Dew. I don't think we had any more Yoo-Hoo. I don't think Seven brought any more in. But Yoo-Hoo's super popular here. I don't know if I've ever thrown a shoe at people. Oh, for entertainment. Thinking about it. You know what's funny is we're talking to another arcade owner today that does pay to enter as well. And today there was a mom, or a father, son, and mom that came in. And the father and son had been in before, and he's like 3 for an hour, and she's like, no, I'm not gonna play. And he's like, you look like you're mid-thought there, friend.
I don't have a right flipper.
Don't say that.
No, I'm only flipping left.
The right flipper's not working?
Just stopped.
What?
It just stopped.
7.
It's broke my machine, man.
I pour it in.
You should turn on camera safari time.
Alright. I'll hold it if you want. If you have it there.
7.
It's free.
Put on your camera and then we'll do camera safari time. And you can talk everybody through your... There you go.
All right, we're gonna fix Big Lebowski flippers.
And Chris is gonna be the cameraman. Right?
I'll turn it this way. All right, here we go.
Oh, it's gotta put on actual Safari though.
Yeah, move it over to that scene.
There we go.
All right, let's see what's going on with this thing.
All right.
No flippy flippy. Flippy flippy. No flippy 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 flippy. All right. I'm gonna put this over
Make
here.
sure we don't break the glass. Should we give Chris the other mic? Chris is a natural born cameraman. Here, we'll repair machines for entertainment.
Whoa, that was a close
Do you
one.
want some help?
No, just for some reason it didn't latch.
Oh God.
Rug mode is ready. Ah,
Hello.
I get it.
Good. How are you guys?
You see it?
Okay.
One flipper.
Well, aren't you lucky?
right?
We have a deal for the last 2 hours.
Other
that
flipper,
we're open.
flipper.
You get $5 off for every 2 people. All right. $28.75.
So
Did you want
that's
to put
a-
it together or split it?
Yeah, probably somewhere.
Okay.
That's
Yes,
just
we
usually
can.
it's a roll
There's a handy
pin.
button for that.
No, that's
Okay. So first person 1438.
All right.
You can tap or insert right there.
so.
Look at that. Yeah. We had the Coke with the sugar too. So if you ever for a while,
where it went
if you
to.
ever wanted to try the two together, but yeah, retro Pepsi.
Retro Pepsi.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm finding other
We
gizmos
could just
down
throw it
here.
on his tab.
I was gonna beat
What the heck are these from?
I wasn't gonna beat it, but like that's my
Yeah. Ooh, good choice.
This
Did you want me to
is-
put this on the rest of the?
That's a little
Wait,
plastic
oh.
piece.
Okay. It's ready to go for you. Yeah.
I don't know what that could be from.
Ta-da.
All right.
No, that's okay.
So
Yeah. One of the flippers just went, and so Seven's
it
fixing
just
the issue
fell.
right
I
now.
just heard it.
And we're doing a live stream, so people are getting
if we
like a
can
little
shake it
live
loose.
stream pinball repair at the same time. All right. So are these together or separate? All right.
That's gonna sitting on there is gonna short something out. Bet you.
Okay. That comes to
Here it is.
$5.75. Perfect. And we've got
Yeah,
cup
little
holders
roll
on
pin.
almost all the legs of the machine, so you can take the drinks
All right,
around with
so-
you, just not on top of the machines because
We
it'll
gotta
tip and
take-
spill and suck for everybody.
This off,
All right, enjoy.
and we gotta take this off because we won't be able to get this shaft out of there. Even after I get this out,
This is
we'll
real
have to take this off too. So,
I'm gonna go make.
and I gotta
get some
strap this
water.
down.
I'll be right back. Is it okay?
Yeah.
On the plus side, you're not gonna rub the sticker off this time.
Yeah, that's right. All right, what do I need? I need one of those wrenchy things and one of those things.
Do you want me to put together a little light for you?
No, I've got
Okay.
it. I have a box wrench for this, but I have no idea where it is at the moment.
I was sure I was going to get a high score there, Joe. No dip.
Well, I apologize. Next game's on me. Yeah, that won't come out.
Oh, hey, Luke. Hey, look at us. We got a whole group joining us right now. Seven's repairing one of the flippers on Big Lebowski. I'm not sure what quite happened, but
Actually,
I'm sure
I'm
Seven
gonna grab
will
something else.
share. Sorry, we've got two mics going on right now. I'll be quiet. Our good friend Chris, who was in the chat earlier, but then just decided to come play pinball. He's the cameraman right now. Look at Chris. He's an amazing
Ooh, doggy, that's warm.
camera angle that he's got going on for everybody.
I think because it sat in there and didn't move,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really warm. That's interesting. Okay. That there. So this is going to sit this way. Might need a new roll pin. I will be right back.
Oh, you know what we should do while he's under there? Clean the... Get a new rag and clean that glass.
Right here. Yeah, it's got a carbon on it, eh?
Yeah. Is that on the top or on the bottom? On the
Yeah.
bottom. Get a nice clean rag for you to clean the carbon off the little screen there in the bowling alley. I'll grab some naphtha. Ooh. Is this naphtha?
Yeah.
Okay. So fun. Oh wow, there's carbon down there too.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's best to use, so I'm gonna leave this out for Seven. Whether he wants to use naphtha or Windex. Cool, live repair my favorite pinball? Yeah, let's hope. There we go. Did you know naphtha is just kerosene? So you don't have to buy it again. You just buy a big bottle of kerosene.
Bottle kerosene. I went through a lot of that during Fiona.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so horrible. I left Seven here. I had a scheduled flight 2 days later.
Oh, no way.
And he's like, yeah, you should go. It's less food to be wasted on two people. It'll just be me. And only one of us will smell. So.
Yeah, we were without power for 7 days.
Yeah, I think Seven was 7 to 10 days. I can't remember. But they had power. They had water here. And then they had power here. So then he invited people to come in and charge their stuff and what have you. But it took a while down at our place.
Yeah, we did.
We have a propane generator, propane gas generator.
Okay.
So we could do either. And so the propane apparently lasted him a really long time. And there was no wait. We didn't have to go down and wait for gas.
Propane has its, and it doesn't expire, like, it doesn't go bad like gas does.
Yeah.
You just have a propane cylinder waiting for the next Fiona, and you're good.
Yeah, we have a little, we had this little rack mount that he turned into a propane holder and put one of those little be careful danger flames on it, and so we just put them all in there. People can't hear this, but, or maybe you did hear it while Seven was over there, the smashing of whatever he was doing.
There were some hammers involved.
So I don't have, I didn't have one that was the right size, and I don't have a clamp and a thing to cut this down to size, so we're just going to have to be
Everybody cross their
oversized.
fingers.
This is very carbony.
I got the naphtha and the Windex out if you want to wipe it off.
Oh wow, it is very curvy.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what he wanted to use. The Windex was more for the glass, okay? It wasn't necessarily, that's why there's naphtha for all of the stuff with carbon and Windex for
Yeah, that's crazy.
the glass.
That's why there's
okay?
so much on here, yeah.
Don't come at me. Why are we making kitten sandwiches? Did I miss something? No kitten sandwiches, please. No Windex spray away. It smells like a nursing home.
Alright, so this goes in, this goes in.
Are you saying nursing homes smell like kerosene or that they smell like
I'm gonna do it,
Windex?
yeah, it goes this way.
Because both of those are frightening.
And then this one goes in that way.
Everybody cross your fingers. This is all going to fit.
Is that what they're doing? Yeah, this doesn't have an end of stroke switch. So they're doing it that way? Yeah, that way. Stay.
What is sprayway? Is it like Windex? Or just like a general disinfectant?
Feels okay. Now, there was a spring here.
There was. Did you take it off?
No,
with you?
I had, it was just dangling here.
What did you lose?
The spring.
Is it tiny?
No, it's this size.
It's probably tiny once it's off.
Ah, I found it.
Sorry for that weird giggle there. It's an aerosol, no streaking. Noted. 2.
So, I just knocked the spring off there. I'm going to tighten this down so that it's pretty tight, but I can still move the flipper bat. I don't like that. That's really weird.
The other end is pretty close to coming out.
Pretty good, right? All right, so then this want to line up.
That is a little motorcycle game. That one. You're driving across the country trying not to get run over by other cars. Yeah, and then the one over there is a little ninja game. And you're a little ninja fighting other ninjas.
All right, let's see how that looks. How close did
Start
I
button
get?
is down by your right knee. There you go. So push 2-player, and it'll go back and forth. And you drive until you run out of gas.
Oh, look
So
at that.
green button is go, red button is stop. So you want to hold down the green button and not crash into anything. Pretty simple, you'd think.
Yeah, this should be a straight line. We were just actually talking about that.
There's no lineups on this one. You're just doing. There's no dots on
Yeah,
this one.
I was just doing it by feel. Yeah. Probably down a little bit. Oh, no, go up a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Probably good. All right.
That box? Just a box.
Boxo swag. All right, try that. This is such a dirty machine. It's like a Sega machine.
Look at the dirt going up walls here and
Yeah.
the dude.
Oh, look at the nice.
Yeah, it's strange. I used to have a Sega Jurassic Park Lost World,
Thank you.
and that thing,
So many
you could
action
clean it
cams in
every
this
week,
episode. Yeah. Sorry.
and it
I
would just be
haven't
filthy by the end of the
been able to
week.
chat 'cause someone's been over there.
And-
I'll probably.
Starship Troopers is a
Always
little
off
like
my
that too. I don't know what it is about the difference in coils.
It's almost like you took
pretty
a
that
roller
is.
and put that on there. You got that good.
All right, let's try it.
Ta-da. Oh no. Oh shoot.
Why are
Not
you
sure if it's in
sticky?
the ice, I'd have to check. Do you want me to hold it or anything?
So it's a mechanical thing. It's not electronic.
Yeah, that was frightening, all the balls dropping. All the balls dropping. I'm gonna repeat that because I thought it was funny.
Oh, I know what it is. This is sitting too far back. That is, it's binding when it goes to that full thing. Yeah. So we will loosen this up. And then go tap, tap, tap.
Which is literally the worst sound in the world. That hammer or balls dropping? Oh, I think you got it.
That might be all that we need. And I need to find my box wrench. I hate this vice grip crap. All right, let's try that. Yeah, that feels good.
What else is something? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, first thing you do is
spring
you
is
turn it off and on
responsible for
again.
bringing it
And then the
back.
second thing
Yeah.
you do is you hit it with something, right?
Still pretty.
It does, yeah, it feels a little.
Notchy? Not as free, yeah.
Sorry, you didn't hear me say that out loud. Oh? Everybody keep your fingers crossed. Does Seven know how to repair, like, crash course in repairing or what?
Oh, it feels okay.
Also, Chris gets a big shout out for
He's an island.
being the cameraman this whole time. What was that?
All right, let's try it like that for a while.
On goes the glass. I think Seven's gonna spray it first. Every so some avocado oil on what? Usually when we take off do a big repair like this, every so often Seven will clean the glass on both sides, just to make sure. Skilled at this. You want to know how skilled Seven is? I had to try and repair something. I had to try and repair something on Flash, and I had to pull the glass off of it. Literally, like half a centimeter clearance between Flash and the video arcade that Seven has in the middle beside it, and just enough to pull it out and lift it to the side. It's incredible. Look at that gorgeous machine.
You know, it's really too bad that I didn't have a really big claw that I could do like the Jesus thing, but with the pinball machine. All right, there we go. That's about where you were, right?
Yeah.
All right, give it a shot. Try it.
All right.
Let me put my tools away and I will be right back.
Okay. Oh, look at that. We're back, folks. Seven's putting all of his tools away. That was pretty. This is a pretty intense night. All of these. Excuse me. Turn that off. All these pinball repairs that he's been doing. Seven is the man. He's definitely the man. Incredible. Incredible man. The way he just repairs things on the fly. He did something like that. Was it?
Seem okay?
In Big Guns, one of the trolls is broken, but they don't make that part anymore. And so Seven has jerry-rigged that troll, but every time you start a game, it pops up and down 3 times. And it's pretty funny. And you can still get the 2 cannons and then the 3rd one and all of that in Big Guns, but whatever it is, this part that's broken off, Seven's had to, like, on the fly, create something to get the trolls to keep working on the drop bank up at the top. And then Hardbody had another one where there was just something that broke and we can't get a replacement part for it. And Seven has, are you having a drink?
What?
I said you having a, Seven's gonna give Chris some chips and a drink. Wait until he finishes that ball. Seven, wait until he finishes that ball.
Yeah. All right. Cameraman wages. Ruffles, KFC, and a Mountain Dew Major Melon.
Thank you.
There you go.
He's back.
Those are new in today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so what was wrong? I know you were probably chatting over there and I was being quiet, but what happened?
It was, just a second here, I gotta close this. Let me go get a piece. Hold on, let me grab a part.
You know what? Is it terrible? I want some sugar. We got a really good deal on these Jolly Rancher gummies. So I'm gonna eat one of those. Except they have 2-in-1 flavors. I'm not necessarily a fan of 2-in-1 flavors.
All right, so if you didn't see the problem, this is similar to the piece that was in there. This goes into the solenoid. This hole right here, the flipper back goes into here. So when the, and this is holds firm like that, so it moves back and forth like this. This goes into the solenoid. This is held in by our little roll pin. In fact, this one is the wrong size roll pin. Because I
Just
probably
like the
had
one you
to.
replaced it?
Yeah, I probably had to replace this one, and then I found a matching part, and so I just ended up. This was just sitting loose in my bin. So this roll pin had come out, so I just basically did this to it. And what I need to do is I need a vise and a little hacksaw so that I can cut these to be the right size. But that's all it was. Just these two pieces came detached.
So did the pin fall out or did
The pin
it break?
fell out.
Where did
Yeah.
it go?
It was in the bottom of the machine.
And did you put it back in?
No, I threw it away. And I put a new, because now it doesn't have the strength to hold it in there. It will just fall. If I tap it in again, it'll just fall out again.
We
So
were
I-
enjoying you hammering on things.
Yeah, I used one just slightly larger, and that it actually shouldn't go anywhere. So.
I have a feeling everything turns you on, Spike. Ooh. So many candies. You disappeared again. Chris is really good at getting into the bowling alley. If you want someone to show you how to get into the bowling alley, Chris is the guy. So,
All right. Vanilla ice in the background. I don't think so. Not in this mix. I might have a mix with vanilla ice in the background, but
wow, this is my favorite.
Nyla Showdown music.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Were you
gonna go
guys
back.
talking about kittens?
About what?
Were you talking about kittens at any point? For some reason, they were talking about kitten sandwiches in the chat.
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right, I'm going back. I missed some chat stuff, so I'm gonna go and see what I missed. But
Flipper bat. I think that's what it's in reference
can't
to.
stop here. This is back country. Live repair, my favorite pinball. Cat sandwiches. I guess because Reset did cat bread for whatever reason. I don't know.
Oh my god.
The veal of feline meat.
So everybody got upset with me because I brought you naphtha and Windex and I didn't know what you wanted to use, and mostly it was an implication on the glass, and everyone told me, don't use Windex. And I said, whatever. I thought we had it fixed already.
When all else fails, hit it with something. Is that when I was in the back?
No, that was when you were in the machine with the hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Chris. We tried those earlier. You need to give us your live
All right.
impression of KFC chips.
So, they kind of smell like when you're driving past the KFC. Sometimes it smells like bad decisions are coming, but it's fine. Ruffles are good. I like ruffles.
They are. Are they Canadian?
No, they have them down in the States. I think they're Frito-Lay, aren't they?
Oh. Yeah, they're good.
Right?
I wouldn't say it's. Yeah, we tried them. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's KFC,
And just chicken.
but it's like
It doesn't taste like chicken. It just tastes
Yeah.
like spices.
it contains no chicken, and maybe that's the problem.
Yeah, maybe it's just the 11 herbs and spices, but
Yeah.
you saw their marketing thing where they followed the official KFC Twitter account, followed 3 people named Herb and 2 Spice Girls. Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah. And the first guy that noticed, they sent him $105 gift card or something like that.
Wow.
Because that's it. They
For
followed
KFC?
11 people for KFC, yeah.
What would you ever do? I guess you could sell them.
What does KFC have that's good anymore? I used to like the Twister things. They were good.
I don't know. I
When's the last
haven't.
time you went to KFC?
When we lived in Mission, in BC, there was a KFC down the street from us, and I hadn't been for maybe 10 years before that. And for some reason, I had in my mind, I want mashed potatoes and gravy. That like weird cafeteria mashed potatoes made from something.
From a box.
Yeah,
Like potatoes, yeah?
yeah. And I was like, oh, that's what I'm craving. And I went in there, none. They didn't have any. They just had fries, and so I think I got like a chicken sandwich and some fries or something like that. And the people that worked there were horrible, and it just like the sandwich was bland and terrible, and I just left going, I have no need to ever go back here again, ever. And I haven't.
So,
That was it.
do you like fried chicken? Like
No,
fried chicken?
I don't
I do.
like chicken in general.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
like
much of
fried
a
chicken. I like
person.
chicken.
Yeah.
So we unfortunately don't agree on this. I love drumsticks.
Okay, yeah.
What I found out, so we got, my uncle stopped going to KFC because he got food poisoning from it when we were really young. But his go-to bring a dinner over for us was chicken. And so he ended up going across the street to the other chicken place, which was Church's. And so we always had Church's. And I love drumsticks, and I thought my sister loved them because my mom loved them. We always had chicken drumsticks. And then my sister just told me recently that she's never liked them. And it was really upsetting because it was like this whole thing. We always had drumsticks. But it turns out we always had drumsticks because we were poor.
Yeah, because the white meat costs more.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
So, anyways, long story short, haven't been to KFC in a really long time.
Have you tried Mary Brown's? Did you pass
We
by
did.
it already? Yeah.
Yes, my sister, we tried it. I liked it. I should probably take 7.
I have not been there yet.
Been in there a few times. That's a Newfoundland company.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
in Canada. Yeah.
And they've got the one in Stratford. Is there any other ones on the island yet?
No, there was one. This what is now Blaze Pizza on University Avenue, across.
And that's pretty good.
It
Blaze
is.
Pizza's pretty
Blaze
good.
is awesome. That used to be an A&W. Then it closed and was a Subway for a while. And after Subway closed, no, Subway didn't close. They put a Mary Brown's in the back of the Subway. So there were 2 restaurants in there. Wasn't open more than a year, and I'm pretty sure the owner ran into some health issues. Couldn't find anybody to take over the franchise, so it closed. And then 4 or 5 years later, Mary Brown's opened in Stratford.
Oh, that's so interesting.
That's the story of why we only have one.
Forever. Interesting.
To answer your question directly, we have one.
Yeah.
We ever had one.
What do you think of this watermelon? I haven't tried it, Mountain Dew.
I like it.
Yeah.
Major Melon Mountain Dew. Just
Did
pop
we?
that in.
Tart.
Have any Yoo-hoo at the storage?
Yeah, I decided to save it.
Sorry, Chris.
I have one more box of Yoo-hoo.
It went fast.
We went through 2 boxes or 3 boxes of it.
Yeah.
So I have 1 left, and I have 1 more box of RC Cola that I'm gonna sit on and bring that in a little bit later. But I had 1 box of this Mountain Dew, and I have a couple boxes of Baja Blast. And we had brought out the the code red, so I thought it'd be nice to have like
Yeah.
all the different ones, all the different Mountain Dews out.
Reset and Spike are taking off.
Oh, okay. Is it movie night tonight? What's the movie tonight?
Twilight's first movie. Are they watching Twilight? Oh God, poor you.
This is, which comes first, Twilight Zone or Star Trek?
Ah,
6, 5. Twilight's first.
6, 5.
I don't.
Twilight's first.
All right, guys. See you later.
Yeah. Well, we've been streaming for almost 2 hours. We'll probably wrap it up too.
Yeah, it's slow tonight.
I mean, it
I
was
expected more
busy
people.
today.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's probably
Tomorrow's
going to
gonna
be
be
busy.
yeah. Especially if we get a little rain.
Might even if it's sunny, it's going to be so hot. People are going to need a break.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone. All right. Should
Yeah,
we
maybe
sign off?
we'll. Yeah, I think we'll head out too while we're
Okay.
at it. I hope we haven't been blowing the microphone. I just looked down and this was peaking in red from me talking. So hopefully we haven't been blowing the microphone out. Anyway,
You were peaking when you're doing the flipper adjustments on Hurricane because you were doing this.
oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Talking right down to it.
All right, guys, we're gonna end the stream too. Hopefully you enjoyed Big Lebowski flipper fun,
All right.
and we'll see you maybe tomorrow. If not, then on Friday, and maybe I have some amazing news on next Friday for you. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.